All right, coming up next, it's the UFC Heavyweight Showdown. Well, there is no denying this man's striking credentials. Prevailing wisdom is he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
He has to. You know, this is what got him to the show. It was being able to use the hands to set up the kicks. We all talk about the high-level boxing background of this young man. But as he's developed great knees.
Yeah.
He's developed great timing, great counter skills, and also the beautiful right high kick. The right high kick is something he hides very well as he follows with a jab, right hand, left hook. High kick comes over the top, and he can put you to sleep.
No doubt about it. He will try to put on a striking clinic once again here tonight. All right, so here he is, the inimitable last style bender, Israel Adesanya, still undefeated as a mixed martial artist. DC, you tried to bring him in to emulate John Jones back in the day, and he's such a meticulous, thoughtful guy that he said no because Luke Rockhold was in that gym and he thought he might have to fight him one day.
He knew that at some point he would reach Luke Rockhold in his division, so he said, you know what? I want to help you, DC, but I can't because of what's going to happen going forward in my career. He did not want to put Luke or himself in such an awkward situation. How about forward thinking? How about forward thinking that would have come to pass only a few short years later? But in Israel Adesanya, you also have the mentality, but the fighting ability to become a UFC champion in only 12, 13 months.
Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. So these fighters are just a year apart, some differences in height and reach. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds in the UFC Heavyweight Division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner.
This man is a kickboxer, making his professional debut here tonight.
He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 265 pounds. Chico. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the right corner.
This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 1 loss.
He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
You've been given your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, let's make it fair.
Ready. You ready to fight?
Well, the tension is palpable as this fight gets underway, and it'll be interesting to see how this matchup plays out. Definite striker on one side against another guy who can really do it all.
And in those situations, normally the guy that's more well-rounded will be the one that will find success. I want to see how this plays out.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
Straight punch land.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
He gets to his spot, the tie clinch. Then he starts to let the knees fly.
Oh, that's a good right hand.
Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, collar tie. Uppercut lands. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by this gentleman.
Oh, that's going to soften him up. Massive knee to the body.
I mean, he's cutting him down to size with these beautiful leg kicks. He's very tricky when he throws that body kick. Look at the whip action that comes from him throwing that kick. Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick. Yeah, he's mixing it all up.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Just misses with a left hook there. Well done to catch the kick. We'll see what he can do. Hard shots landing on both sides here.
What a tricky head kick.
Oh, beautiful strike there by Israel Adesanya. He's got a lifetime in the game, not a lifetime in the UFC, but you see, this is a lifelong striker who is very dangerous with all limbs.
Yeah, and when you're standing with Izzy, you're in trouble, man. You're under constant attack the whole time because you never know what he's going to hit you with. And right there, he landed the strike that he was looking for.
Well, he's always on the counterattack, but a nice leg kick there by Adesanya.
Over and over, he's landing these big body kicks. Superman punch.
And he's looking for that left hand, just missed. Doing a nice job elevating with those knees. Trying to inflict some damage here, but misses with the kick. Oh, he eats a knee there. That does not taste good. Our little struggle here now for position in the clinch, and we see a lot of these situations in mixed martial arts where both fighters sort of end up getting comfortable here when there isn't a whole lot going on.
And the moment somebody gets comfortable, the moment that somebody decides to relax, the moment you'll see a takedown or somebody really speed out ahead of their opponent. You gotta be aware when you're chest to chest in this 50-50 position.
Adesanya gets hit with a kick.
Way to mix it up. Unbelievable elbow land.
Oh, beautiful jab by him there, really taking advantage of what is an obvious edge and reach. Oh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You gotta start digging your shoulder to a side and then trying to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out of Muay Thai clinch. What a body kick.
Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Oh, and now he lands the knee. I'm not sure his opponent saw that coming.
He didn't see it coming because he does such a great job of just throwing. He doesn't have any tell when he's gonna throw a knee. Big kick lands.
Lands with a right hand.
Caught that kick there.
Oh, beautiful strike there as he lands up top, and he does so right after catching the leg. So maybe you thought he would catch the leg and go for a takedown. Instead, he goes for the punch, and he certainly found the range on that one.
Look at the control of the posture as he land that knee.
And he lands a punch there. Pretty good connection by him.
Great connection. He's in a great flow right now.
Oh, that's a nice inside leg kick right there. Final seconds. All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, champ.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it?
All right, let's take a look back at some of the highlights from those previous 5 minutes, DC, and no padding, no glove on that foot.
No glove, no padding, and look at the hip action when he throws those kicks. He's not only kicking just for feel, he's really trying to damage his opponent. And as the fight goes longer, you will start to see it taking effect.
You're sucking in right now because you're overcommitting on your shots. You're throwing too many punches and not landing.
All right, next round is underway. He did a great job in the previous round, largely untouched. Reminds me a little bit of Dominic Cruz, the former UFC Bantamweight champion. Defense is the primary focus, and that was certainly evident in the previous round.
Yes, Dominic Cruz was one of the more brilliant defensive fighters we have ever seen. He did it with footwork. This man tonight has done it with his blocking skills, with his vision and his ability to just not be where his opponent thinks he's going to be.
Oh, continuing to work the body to great effect. just missed with the left there.
He has a commitment to kicking tonight, and it shows.
Oh, single collar tie here.
Oh, wow, oh!
Wow. Oh, good head movement there. Nice slip. Nice connection with a punch there. It's hard to recall a time in the past that his boxing looked this sharp.
He's never looked this good.
So he's really starting to put together some significant body shots here. These are going to take their toll as this fight goes on. All right, single collar tie now.
Sneaky head kick.
And he landed the right hand there. Mixes it up nicely in terms of staying here. Man. Oh, he might be out.
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Liver kick. Right under the elbow, the body kick lands. Punch over the top.
Oh, good job to get the hand up to block the elbow.
Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Lands flush with that right hand. All right, he engages in a single collar tie here.
Oh, nice.
Well, he's really picked up the pace here in round two. Much more aggressive now here and starting to find himself in the pocket. Oh, and he caught the kick.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up? Big body land.
Clipped him with the right hand there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
Huge knee land.
Continues to mix it up, going to the head, mixing in some body shots. Superman punch now. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking great. How about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're gonna have to put something on your opponent that's gonna really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight. Way to hide that leg kick.
Got the single collar tie.
Good punch.
Some fighters shy away from checking a leg kick. Check that one. And both guys really throwing with authority.
Beautiful kick.
And they separate. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. Oh, nice job to land the straight punch there. Must be nice to have that kind of reach advantage, DC. I know you can't necessarily relate. Oh, and he lands another strike to the body. Not a ton of real estate there, but he certainly found it.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Again, they will clinch. And now he's got the tie clinch.
Look at the angle of that nice body punch.
Big power shot there. Oh, left hook to the head, it's blocked.
Good takedown defense by Israel.
Oh! What a fight so far! All right, let's now look back at some of the action from that round. He went headhunting, landed, nearly got the finish too.
A lot of coaches tell you don't headhunt. In this case, he's been headhunting, and he landed a big enough shot to truly put his opponent on notice.
Nice job. thought you were going to knock him out of the octagon. This round, I need you to push him more.
All right, next round is now underway. I thought there was pretty good back and forth action in the previous frame.
Yes, it wasn't a firefight. It wasn't two guys throwing the kitchen sink at each other. But you did see times where they came together and you saw the skill level of these two fighters.
Don't wait. I need you to be first now.
Oh, man, head kick lands.
Oh, he lands another strike to the body. He just continues to punish his opponent's midsection here in this round.
Big head kick lands.
Oh, setting up the left hook, but out of range. Single collar tie now. Oh, huge knee to the head, perfectly timed in place. Well, they've made all the right reads here tonight, and there's another one. Beautiful read on the leg strike as he catches it and then returns fire with a punch of his own. So they have got the timing down here at this point of the fight.
Beautiful body kick.
Much improved defensively as he blocks the shot. Punches in bunches, and he hasn't really shown any signs of slowing down here tonight. I'm not sure how much more his opponent can take.
Look at him put his hip into that kick.
Throw that hook.
Oh, man, this is one thing you do not want to get kicked in the head at any point.
You cannot take too many of those head kicks, but this guy gets his leg up there so fast, sometimes you don't see it coming. Look at the force behind that leg.
Oh! He's got hurt here. Both guys landing with conviction now. Whoa! Back to the feet. Obvious redness on the right side of his body.
Nice straight punch.
Well, he is really starting to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now.
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, could be in trouble after that knee to the head. Big knee to the body.
Nice punch lands over the top. And landed some nasty strikes.
All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Oh, nice.
Throwing that jab, no good. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Adesanya. Huge block there.
Good punch lands. Nice body kick right under the elbow.
Man, he's just got a great feel for the striking realm early in this one.
The timing is on point. He's doing a great job of mixing everything up.
Israel Adesanya, I don't even know what that was, but it certainly looked pretty, DC. This man brings so many different things to the table as a striker, and I would think would be a very difficult guy for his fellow middleweight contenders to prepare for.
Big punch from the clinch. Big kick lands. There's no give on that leg kick.
Wow!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Knee to the body. Oh, and he continues to pour it on. We mentioned earlier the aggression with his striking. Got to be careful to not gas out here, but at least you have to admire the approach.
Big punch lands to the back.
All right, so a nice job there. Oh!
Fantastic strike.
And just like that, the fight is over. gorgeous shot there to end the fight. Really just the way he drew it up. He found the opening and capitalized on it to the utmost extent. Nicely done to finish the fight. Well, another highlight for the real DC as we look back at that scintillating knockout.
Yeah, but the whole fight, he was landing great strikes, kicks, punches. He was doing everything right until eventually he found the shot that ended the fight.
Now we go inside the octagon. Bruce Buffer with the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Deans called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 48 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by knockout, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya.
So the celebration is on with him and his team, and rightfully so. A monumental result tonight as he gets the win by knockout.
He spoke it into existence. He said over and over to anyone that'll listen, I am going to knock this man out. He did it in an even more impressive fashion than he ever could have imagined.